Well, investment in this industry is important. And I'm with Noaman Al Adhami, who is from Alfanar. Noaman, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Just tell us about Alfanar. What is it?
Well, Alfanar is a multinational group with headquarters in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. As a group, we are focusing on manufacturing. We are into manufacturing of electrical equipments, from very basic switches up to wind turbines in India. In the UK, the story is a bit different than globally. We decided to set up a unit here in the UK to be involved in the decarbonization of transport.
So why sustainable aviation fuels then?
As a group, we are committed to the decarbonization journey. We were very successful in being a big player in the decarbonization of power. And we believe and strongly believe that what is next is the decarbonization of transport. And SAF, or sustainable aviation fuel, is on the top of the most, let's say, there's a high demand and a high requirement to decarbonize aviation.
And I think the phrase lighthouse green fuels is the product, isn't it? So
is the project.
And that's the project is done in the UK.
Yes, in Teesside.
In Teesside
Yes.
again. So, what are the ambitions for that project?
Well, I mean, the project currently is the largest SAF project globally in terms of production. So we are estimating the production to be around 130,000 tons annually. And currently it is the most advanced waste to SAF project in UK, and from our understanding even in Europe.
So in terms of the waste product, the feedstock
Yes.
waste, is this household waste? Is it used oils, or what are you using?
No, we are using, it's a household waste basically as a main input, but then we do refine it. We do remove all the contaminants. And of course, the recyclables will also be removed. So what we will take is the non-recyclable waste, which is difficult to recycle, and then we use that as a feedstock for our process.
And presumably then, I mean, household waste is everywhere we look. So it means you've got almost an infinite amount of feedstock around. Do you see yourself rolling this project out in different places to be more local? Or do you see it as being a one single point in a country like the UK where all of the waste you need comes?
For our route, we think a centralized location is better. It's like a refinery, so you need to be in an industrial area. You need to have all the required connections, grid connection, oxygen connection, and also very important, you need carbon capture, because our aim is to produce a SAF, which is very low in terms of carbon intensity.
And that processing of the waste that we find difficult to get rid of at the moment, is that as green as the output is in the end, or are we actually creating more problems through the process?
So basically we have done all these studies to prove that what we will be producing is green. It's coming from biogenic feedstock. And also we are implementing carbon capture, so all the CO2 from the process is captured, and this is basically part of the process itself.
And finally, we know from events like this at Sustainable Skies, the UK government is here. They say they're keen on funds and investing into sustainable fuel. Is that what they need to be doing? Do you need investment? How do you think the money's going to come in to make it viable?
First, you need to have the legislation there in place, and this is what the government is trying to achieve. 2 weeks before they announced the second consultation for the SAF mandate, and they are currently working on finding ways to basically make these projects more bankable, because in the end we know it's a first of a kind. We are using new technologies which has not been implemented yet on commercial scale. So yes, there are challenges, but we are partnering with the government. There is a very healthy and friendly dialogue between us as project developers and the government to find ways in order to make these projects bankable and to realize them as early as possible.
Brilliant. Noaman, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.